Alright guys, this is Melissa from Rocketown Crafts, and I'm here to make a video to show you how to get started, how I personally got started with perler beads. A lot of times people think when starting a new craft it costs a lot of money. I know that's one thing I'm always afraid of, but this one, it's actually really cheap to start off with, and the supplies you can use over and over again, except for the beads. These are something you have to keep buying, but they are pretty cheap. You can get them at any craft store, Michaels, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. I buy them from the website directly, perler.com. So to get started, the first thing you need, of course, is beads, perler beads. Also, you can get hammer beads. I know a lot of people in Europe, they buy hammer beads. There's also a brand called Article. I personally like the perler, the way they melt better. Now to get started, I find one of the easiest things is to find a pattern you like this one. It is a red mage from Final Fantasy 1. That's what I did, and then you buy your colors based on what you need. I also, when I buy my bulk stashes, I buy a lot of black and white because I use these the most. Black really just flies out the window, so I always buy like a bunch of bags. And like I said, if you go to perler.com, they have 1,000 bead bags of like any color you could possibly want. I have all of the basic colors, including the glow-in-the-dark and the glow-in-the-dark mixes. I don't have the pearlescent ones or the see-through ones or the striped ones. I haven't found any need for those yet. But get black and white beads. It's the first thing you need to start off with. Also any other colors. Like I said, I found a pattern I liked, and then I got some of the basic colors. I got blue, red, yellow, green, and then of course my black and white in the containers. The next thing you're going to need is pegboards. And they come like this from the Perler website. They have 4 packs, which is what I usually buy. I have a whole stack of them, so you can make any configuration you want. They lock together, and they hold together pretty well. I'm trying to pull them apart here. So you can have them all in a row. You can make squares, so you can make different sizes and shapes of perlers that you need. It also makes it really easy. So if you start with one board and you find it goes into the next board, you just have to add another one on. I really like how these are. Now, if you apply too much heat to these, they will warp a little bit. See this? I don't know if you can see that slight curve, but it's not so bad. I have a couple others that are slightly more warped. The next thing you're going to need is ironing paper. Perler does sell it. It usually comes in the packs with the boards. I got 2 when I bought my 4-pack of boards. If you buy the kits or the boxes and stuff, they usually come with some iron paper. I know you can buy it separate at craft stores like Joann's and Michael's. Other people, they just use plain parchment paper. It's the same thing, and you want to make sure it's parchment paper. Wax paper will melt. This is the stuff like you use to bake cookies. I know I use it to bake cookies, so this is something I always have on hand. The one thing I like about it is it's fluid. There's no creases like you get with the paper that comes with the package. When you unfold it, see, there's a crease, and sometimes if you iron it, that crease will show up in your project. So I suggest, if this is really something you like, after you get used to it, you go to your store and you buy parchment paper, any brand. I try to get the thinner so I can see the beads melting through the paper, so I know when to stop melting so I don't over melt it. And the next thing I use is tweezers. Some people, they prefer to use their fingers. I prefer tweezers. I use these little needle nose ones here. You can usually grab up to 4 beads at a time, so it makes work go by really quickly. Other people use these kind of tweezers. Like I said, some people use their hands. The Perler website does have regular tweezers of their own. And then of course, the last thing you're going to need is an iron. I just have a cheapo one that I bought at Walmart. I don't remember how it cost, but I'm pretty sure it was less than $15. You don't want any water in it, so if you can't find a dry iron, I know it's kind of hard to find them, just make sure you don't put water in it. So you want it to be completely dry so that it doesn't mess up your ironing or anything. So that's the basics. And then what I did when I got started, because I went a little crazy, is I bought these containers. Now they're just, if you notice, they're just little deli containers like you'll get at deli if you get certain salads. And they came in big packages of 50. And they were really cheap. I got them from a food packaging warehouse, so I bought them wholesale. So they were only, I think, combined with the lids, which are sold separately, they are, I think they were about $6 and then another $5 for shipping. And they're really strong. I don't have to worry about them like falling or breaking open or anything. So when I first got them, I did a drop test. See, no breaking open or anything. So, and that's how I have all of my beets stored, and they stack together, and it's pretty sturdy. So I have them labeled what they're called on the website. See, this is the glow in the dark mix, and on the bags that you get from the Perler website, they have the colors listed on the back. Right above the barcode, it says glow in the dark mix. So that's how I have them listed, so that whenever I'm running low, I know exactly what to order from the website. And yeah, that's just about it. That's how I got started, being able to just make simple or intricate things, and it's very easy to find patterns online. So I will link all the sites where I got my stuff from, everywhere you can buy things, in the description. Thanks.